Okie dokes, my auction team have told me, folks, it is 2 o'clock, we better get underway. Rachel Ashton will never let us be late. She's fastidious about that. My name's Mark, your auctioneer. Welcome to the Harcourts Four Seasons. Harcourts Visions auctions today. We've got 8 up for you. So it's a pretty good selection of property, I think. We've got a lot of variety, as we often do, because our Four Seasons and Vision, well, we span the whole city, really, but also the extremities all through Canterbury. So great to see the Leeston one starting up with Mike Brown. And right through those good suburbs. So all the best to you who are here to bid and buy in the room today. I hope you're comfortable with the auction process. We'll talk about how we proceed, how we roll, you might say, in just a moment. But I will introduce the team. We've got Greg Roberts representing our management team here today, Aaron Johnson from the Harcourts Vision side. Jess is running the technology with a little bit of help from Naomi there, I see today, which is good. And you would have met Rachel Ashton. She is our auction coordinator. She makes it all happen, gets all the documentation ready. And it's that centrepiece of the documentation, which is the auction agreement, which I'm going to bring your attention to first and foremost. It's got the conduct of auction. That's just our procedures. Pretty easy. Highest bidder wins. And that's how we know the auction works. But I'm going to invite you to start the bidding. Your job's to bid to the confidential reserve price. The owners have set that reserve. You need to get there or go past it and prevail as the highest bidder to win. We don't always reach the reserve price in the initial bidding. It doesn't cause the auction to end. What would happen is if you are the highest bidder, we just pause the auction, we take a break. It stays open and it stays live, but we talk to the highest bidder in private out in the main lounge here. We'll give you the chance to get across the line, basically. And if we can do that, we generally bring proceedings back in and offer it up for more bidding if we can get that on the market. But beware of clause 2.6, which says that sometimes during that conversation, the owner, the vendor, can decide that, hey, Mark, Linda's going to join us in a minute. That's been pretty satisfactory. We're going to withdraw the property from the auction floor and it's sold outside the room. So if you're waiting to have another crack, you can be disappointed with that. It doesn't happen too often, but just to be mindful of that. Vendor bidding, my exclusive right, that's just if you're not bidding and we're well below the reserve price, I can put in those auctioneers bids to say, hey, we've got to be better than this if you want to be buying. So any vendor bid I place will be well south of that reserve, and I'll make it clear, as will Linda, if we are placing those vendor bids. Sometimes the team are bidding for buyers, well often in fact, and other times they're working on the telephone with bidders, so Linda and myself will do our best to keep you updated with that. We can nominate the bidding increments. We can refuse bids if they're a little bit cheeky, and any dispute in the bidding we just resolve that. And sometimes comes when 2 bids are called out at the same time. Auctioneer gets the say on that one as well. Bang! The hammer falls. You've won the auction. Great. You can begin your celebrations, but not before you've paid the deposit, just 10% of the purchase price. And also signed the agreement. We've got a copy of the REA approved buyer's guide. Thanks for signing a purchaser acknowledgement form before we start. And you're all done. It's just a sold sticker on the sign and it's all finished. The lawyers will take care of the rest and you settle on the day that we specify or that you have agreed prior to bidding. Now what have we got, Jess? First of the day, I believe we're going to be working with Mike Brown at Hills Road in Leeston, number 93. It's a deceased estate, this one, and it's been great to work with the executors of the estate. They've been really, really good to work with, and 2 Tanyas and a Kim. So for your old mate Sandy, and thanks very much for that. Mike Brown, like I say, he's got some real roots. He's a bit of a city slicker these days with his real estate, but no, he's still got the R.M. Williams on, so he qualifies for the job. We do offer you the property on an as-is, whereas basis today, so you bid on that basis. You've seen clause 23, and you also acknowledge the deletions in clauses 7 for risk, clauses 9 for warranties, and 11 for claims for compensation. However, 93 Hills Road in Leeston, it is a freehold estate and it's some 5.8008 hectares. So just to tick over, well, close to 6 hectares, 14 1/3 acres, I make it by those old imperial measurements, which I'm sure some of us in the room will appreciate. The settlement date's the 9th of June. You may be working to a different date. There's a bit of flexibility from the guys there too, so that's all good. And the rest is as Mike has circulated to you. The drone shot's been important for this one, just to appreciate not only the proportions of the land, but also where it sits, right in heartland farmland. But it's only a couple of minutes from Leeston. Gee, it's a thriving little town. It was good to go through it a couple of times just on Monday. Stopped and got a cuppa and a sausage roll, which I thought was the decent thing to do. But hey, what have we got here? Hey, well, obviously just a great tract of land. You might want to roll your sleeves up, I think, if we're looking to improve the property and get it back to its former glories. Maybe you're down knocking on the council's door to see about building a new. Maybe it's a land play for you. You know you've got a good sized chunk there, well established with the trees there, as you can appreciate. Good shelter. The fencing's not in too bad a condition, and like I say, she's pretty good terra firma out here, not too far from town. Right, it has to be sold, so we better find a new owner. Do I have a starting bidder from the floor that might get us underway? Give you the chance to dictate terms. 200 is probably optimistic. We'll get underway there, sir. Don't mind taking your bid there at 200. Just selling a bit more than the letterbox in the shed on the left, but the way we go, at $200,000, someone might beat that and go straight to 3. First call with my man down here. He's got plans. He's all set to go. He's ticked everything off. Wants to be the new owner here on Hills Road, Leaston. First chance. You might have it, sir, on your own. Second call. Third call at 200. I got a 300, thank you. Got that bid there, sir, but you were going to bid and say 350 maybe? At 300, that was your limit? Gee, that was a coincidence, wasn't it? At 300,000, come back with a 50 for me, sir. What do you say? It's 310, okay, not quite what I asked for, but more than I had. 350 is a good bid. There we go. Doing it economically at 350,000. What's the next move? I don't mind working in your 10, sir. I'm only here to count them. At 350. Roll those sleeves up. Reap the benefits. Probably a bit cheeky, sir. Put a couple together for me there at 350 at this stage. 350, leading the race down here. First chance there.
360.
Good man. He's gone 360. At 360. I'll work with you if you work with me. I like that. At 360. Someone might say 400. I think wouldn't be a bad idea. Did I hear that? Sir, you're foxing me, are you? At 360. I thought I've seen you bid a couple of times. At 360, first chance. Get amongst. It's a bit of fun. Second call. At 360. You're leading now, sir. I can't see for myself.
Could you put your hands up? Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. What are you saying, sir? 400 or 370? Okay, I'll say 400 if you're no response there. At 400,000. At 400 now. 420, sir, I might say for you. 420, sir. That's the bid with you. At 420, I'm looking for another 20 from here. 420 with my fourth bidder. At 420, who'd like to advance? First chance. 440, I'll say over here. 440, good auction. So far, great property. 5.8 hectares of that good terra firma and 60 with you, sir. I've got you back in front there at 460,000. Keeping my eye on you, sir, over there at 460, 80 if you like, or you tell me. 460,000 at this stage. First chance. Second call. Third and final at 460, yes. 80, I'm going to say for you at 480. Five's the chime, sir, I think. Yes, and 5, easy. 500,000, doing quite well. Don't let me take my eye off you. At 500,000, happy to carry in another 20 if you like. You tell me, call out a different number if you'd like. At 5 even, first chance. Second call. 520. 520 is the bid now, 40 if you like, and I'll go back to you, sir. 540, yes, on the nod. Easily done and subtly done at 540. Opportunities abound. A couple of minutes from town at 540. Might link up some good land there. Ultimate options 560. Now with these good people in the front at 560. 80 if you like, so you keep the pot boiling. At 560, first chance. Twice I'm down here. At front in the front. At 580. That's the bid to beat now at 580. So you better chime back in. 580,000. Here in Leaston, Hills Road, 93. 580 straight to the...
About 585.
Yep, I'll work with you. You've been pretty good. 585. I offer you the same courtesy, but you might like to say 600, sir, I don't know. At 585. You'll say 6 for me. Good on you. 600. 600,000. 14 and a third acres. 6, Try another wee 5. Keep in the race. It's 6. Glorious New Zealand.
605.
6:05's good. It's 6:05. What's it to be? 605. You're saying 10 for me. Good on you, sir. 610. 610's the fix at this stage. Lots in the race. We've gone a wee way since the start. 610.
615.
You're enjoying the experience. It's good to see. 6:15. 6:15. Be a great feeling to own it. Great tract of land, 20 with you, sir. 6:20. 620,000. Leaving it to you, Mikey boy. What are you seeing around the room? It's 620,000. My gentleman leads. We'll go another 5, I'm presuming, down here. 620,000. Getting down to the business end. It's 620. Gentleman leads in the middle. 620,000. Mulling it over. They say a good bid's a quick bid. 620. Should I try the 625? What do you reckon?
Yeah, go on.
Good on you. 6 1/4. 625. 625. Mike Brown, he's been the lead marketing consultant. He's scrolling down these numbers at 625. He's having the chat. Gentleman says, I'll have 630. 630. We're kicking, we're nudging. There'll be a horse bite next.
Yeah, he can help.
It's 630. Steady on at 630. What are we saying? Back in. It's 630. First call. It's 630. Lots of the terra firma. 630 twice. A little bit of work to do. 630 3 times. What are we saying in your row, guys? 630. We've got the gentleman here leads, Mike. Any advance at all? Once. Second. Are we in or out down here at third call? Just at 6:30. See, we're talking to the executives there, sir. I'm going to pause the auction. Got a little bit of work to do from what I can believe. It's 630. We've just got a third person to talk to. I'm just going to pause, Mike, and we'll talk to this gentleman out here. Auction is open and live, but we're just pausing at 630,000. You still might have another chance. So just have a good chat together. Stay.
Okay, folks, I'm Linda Warren-Davey, one of the other auctioneers in the Harcourts Four Seasons auctioneer team. While we've still got negotiations carrying on, we're just going to carry on with the program. We're going straight through, I think it was to number 418 Harcourts Road in Kaipoi. Warm welcome to Brian Davey, Andre Moyse, who's on the phone now, to our sellers who are unable to make it today, but I know that they are viewing. As I said, they're our lead marketing agents for this commercial property. Good luck to our buyers today, and a big thank you to our sellers for your choice of Harcourts Four Seasons. I'm just reaffirming that by bidding here today, you acknowledge you are entering into a cash and unconditional sale. If there are any aside agreements, they do remain in place. Now, the property information, the auction documentation was made available throughout the campaign. I'm happy to confirm that the legal description of the property is an estate and freehold, being Lot 2, deposited plan 19019. It's positioned on a 1,877 square metre parcel of land, more or less. That's all recorded on that certificate of title. CB 75723 in the Canterbury Land Registry. Please note that the chattels are being included. They are noted in the documentation on an as-is basis. Settlement date being offered on the 5th of June 2024. An outstanding property for automotive and mechanic enthusiasts, or just those seeking a very sizable piece of land in an industrial area, with a dwelling, and that really does offer that live-work lifestyle. Previously used as a very busy car parts yard, the property, it's ideally positioned on the fringe of the very busy Rivertown Kaipoi. You've got nearby access to that southern, northern motorways. It's in a high traffic area and very centrally positioned, as I said, in Kaipoi's automotive zone. You've got the 3-bedroom house, as I said, the chattels being provided as they are. 3-bay workshop with vehicle inspection pits, additional garaging and an office building. So, as I said, if you are an automotive enthusiast or are looking for really an entry-level opportunity into an industrial zone in Kaipoi, this is the property for you. Auctions open, looking for opening bids. 184 Harcourts Road. We do have a strong and genuine conditional interest, but of course here today, as per our seller's instructions, we're looking for unconditional interest. Looking for an opening bid. All seems to be quiet here. Brian and Andre, you there? I'm just going to provide a pathway at 550,000. So that's a vendor bid. It's with me at 550. Any interest over and above $550,000? All quiet. Nobody's picking up eye contact. They don't want me to pick on anybody looking for an opening bid. Folks, I'm not going to go any higher than that. As I said, that is the guideline, the pathway, 550. It's a vendor bid. You've got 3 opportunities, going once at 550, second, third and final time, final opportunity to be able to secure this property with an unconditional bid. It seems that, gentlemen, we don't have any unconditional interest here today. I'm just going to pass the property back into Brian Davey, Andre Moyse. Lovely to work with you both. Good luck with your conditional interest. And you've just come in at the right time.
Yes, that's good.
You have. So I'll hand over to Mark. Hopefully he's got an update.
Yes, I do on
Great.
93. Carry straight on for 10. I'm just going to tell you so you can start paperwork.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 93 Hills Road. Now, we've been having the discussion with the highest bidder, and after that discussion, you might remember, I hope you're listening when I was doing the preamble, but the vendors have decided, as per that clause 2.6, that they are going to withdraw the property from the auction floor, and I can announce to you all that it has been unconditionally sold outside the room. So thanks for your bid. Might be able to tell that price a bit later, but just going to keep it withheld just at that stage, just with regards. So thanks very much for your bidding, and to you gentlemen too. Thanks for getting us underway. but she's gone and sold. So we move on. We're staying with the Four Seasons team. We're staying with T Noi, Terak Noi, who's from our Hornby office. And look at that beaming smile. That's all we see every day in the auctions. And T's really going very, very well. Good home here in St Albans and a lot of home. So thanks to our vendors, T, Lorraine might have just popped out of the room actually. Yeah, you might want to grab her back in, seeing it is her house that we're auctioning. But we can go through the formalities of the sale anyway. Like I say, these owners, I think for over a dozen years, I think, so they've done some great things to it, removing internal walls and the addition of the double garage and creation of the master suite, which I think has been an absolute beauty. Dual conservatories as well. T Noi, he's not been too long in the industry, but he's doing very, very well. He's a businessman in his own right. So he's been a breath of fresh air for the Hornby team. I think Wendy, who's our manager, is enjoying working with him and, like I say, does it with a smile. Lorraine, there we go. How's it going? We're just talking about 14 Fernbrook Place. Are you familiar with that one? That's right, yeah. I think 12 years I was saying. Is that about right? So a good length of ownership. Freehold estate too. It's on a good section, 535 squares. Lot 20, deposited plan 39404, certificate of title volume 17F, folio 408. No change to that chattel list as I read it. The 6th of June is the settlement date, and the rest of the agreement is exactly as T has distributed to you here at Fernbrook Place. Like I say, a good home that's been improved now to 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom, plus the studio off the garage, which all sorts of purposes for that. Great home to catch the sun. You've got a conservatory to the north and to the west, so all parts of the day. Pretty easy care section, but you've got a nice little bit of garden to tinker with. Keep the old green thumb in action. Opening up the living, that was the jewel that worked the best. I think it's made a really improvement. Very generous living. The kitchen island breakfast bar, well, that's the go with the modern lifestyle now, isn't it? The kids can catch up and you can get the news of the day, which is nice and easy. Full family suite, good garaging. It's cul-de-sac living, and in that really good St Albans, the end of Idaho. It's close to Hills Road, the Hills Road shops, all that sort of stuff, and primary school just along the track too, not far from the secondary school. Righty-ho, let's get underway. Over 12 years in ownership, it's time we found a new one, don't you think? So who's going to start us away in the bidding? We'll get cracking. What are we thinking? We had a cheeky start before, sir. Got that 200 in the other pocket for this one? No, we need a bit more. We need something like 6 or 6.5, or we got 650 to get underway. Good value in the home. Those improvements, inside, outside, everything in between. Right, well, I'll take a vendor bid there at 650 without hesitating too much, just to quell the nerves. If there's any in the room, I don't know. Do we give it the musician's bid and say 660? You could tell me that too. But 650 stays with the owners. Lots of home at the money. Cul-de-sac living. Quality homes in this area. First call, of which this is one. Second chance. Lots of sunshine there. Third call, I'll give you a quick dib at 660 if you like. It's 660, stays with the owners. 10's what I'm looking for. Second and third T. They're not putting their hand up for me, but they might want to speak with you, but we're going to price it and have a deadline. When is that deadline that you're hoping to have it? 4th of June? Okay, after the King's birthday, that's sensible. We're going to give them a price indicator. Yep. What would that one be, Sue? 729,000, price deadline. You know how that works, so you want to get your offers into T. You've got a couple of weeks or 12 days to get that organised, and like we say, the long weekend in between. So 14 Fernbrook Place, like we say, 4-bed, 2-bath, 2 conservatories, garage double with a studio as well. It's a lot of home for that money, and it's in that nice cul-de-sac too. So T Noi is the man to talk to. First of our 2 auctions for Harcourts Vision, there's Malcolm Cameron. Good to see you there. And Debs, you're here representing the team along with Aaron. And good to see those good supporters there, Annette and Sonia supporting Malcolm with Cheryl as well, who's got the auction coming up. We're in the Glasnevin area. Malcolm Cameron is the man. No one knows this area better. I wouldn't say anyone sold as many houses in here as Malcolm. We've got excellent vendors, and it's lovely to have been working with them today. Gee, their presentation's been absolutely sharp, Malk, so we can always work with that, can't we? A really full family home, but it's been beautifully enhanced as well. Absolutely 100% perfect, impeccable, immaculate, you might say. I can say that without exaggerating. At 6 Glencullen Drive. It is a freehold estate. It sits on a nice, neat 750 square metre section. That's a good size. Legals, absolutely unchanged. The chattel list is exact. The 14th of June is your settlement date, so that's not too long to wait, around about 3 weeks. And you move right on in. I think you're going to improve your lifestyle. Really, really stylish home, impeccably presented, and so easy to look after. There's been some brilliant enhancements made in terms of that style and functionality. I love the blacks and the whites through there. Lovely big living, big spacious lounge, equally proportioned dining, family everyday room. Both those rooms with the north-facing courtyard and decking out to the lawn and garden is just great for those outdoor entertainers. Sun in the morning in the kitchen. It's really high spec. Look at the Remu highlights, stone bench tops, double oven I noted as well. So the chicken and the turkey at the same time, you might say. 4 bedrooms plus the office and the studio off the double internal access garage. Lovely gardens. They've been perfectly presented as well. We know the area offers so much. It's so quiet. You've got the reserve. The Papanui Club is right beside you too, so that's an easy stroll. Easy into the shops in Bishopdale and things like that. It's a super community, house-proud community. Absolutely recommend it to you in the mighty Glasnevin. All that said, now need an opening bid. That figure would be, as he asks that good crowd of bidders, what were you thinking? What's your opinion on value? Is that a bid from that naughty child at the rear of the noisy wee thing? I'm sure she squeaked $1 million. Is that a bid that you might make? Thinking down here, this is the move for you at Glencullen Drive. Scanning away, silence the stern response. Vendor bid at $1 million. Be hard to replace it with that, I would have thought. At 1 million even, do we go to $1,050,000? You might say 1.1 for me, stays with the owners. Been a good family home for them. They're moving on to their next stage. First call on that vendor bid. Twice you're looking intently at $1,050,000, ma'am. Second and third chance there. I'll say $1,050,000, not on your behalf, but on the vendors. At 1,050 quickly. Gentleman's racing in to get that hand up at 1.1. Second call, third. No, there isn't a bid. But Malk, I am going to increase to 1.1. That's just still on a vendor bid. I think clearly not for sale at that figure either. North of the figure is where we're looking. So, hey, plenty of home on offer. You won't find a home in better condition. Beautifully kitted out. Beautiful master ensuite walk-in robe there too. Really good size. Need a bit more than that, but talk to Malcolm Cameron from Harcourts Vision. He'll be happy to help. Okay, we're going to move on to Condell Ave now. Number 169. I remember the summer of 169. It was a beauty. Hey, we've got Stevie Golding here from the Hornby office. That lady flanked to him. On his right is Julia Golding. Taught him everything he knows in real estate. And representing the family today, Stevie, that's pretty cool. So those good youngsters have lived in here and loved it. They've improved it to an absolute standard. I think it's really, really great wee home. It's an absolute poppet. And it's got all those things that you'll be looking for if it's your first or second home. I think you'll be very, very proud to be moving into this great area as well. At 169 Condell Ave, on a freeholded parcel, it's 619 square metres. I think that's the absolute perfect size section. Legals and chattels unchanged, 7th of June, great settlement terms as well. Come on and get a hold of it. There's Willow's little cot there, so you know it's proven to bring up delightful children. Sits on a great section, and while we're talking about births, being born on that north side of the street is always a bonus. Bowling green flat, the work's been done in the interior, the renovation's been superb, opening it up, kitchen island there, really crisp decor, love the colours and the flooring, nice white and bright, the afternoon sun, throwing those doors open, lovely big deck. back garden. It's very private, very, very sunny indeed. You've got good garaging there. Bedrooms are a good proportion. Bathroom has been renovated too. And look at that lawn game. I think, Taylor, I'm going to give you some credit for that. But really, really superb proposition. The area is just always popular. It's good community and close to those good amenities. The guys were just saying how handy it's been for them. Let's get it underway at 169 Conda Web. We'll see if we can find a new owner for this one. What are we saying? What's the verdict? Something a little stronger than that, perhaps, to start. Might be the tonic. And call me a number. I have been called worse, I assure you. And the number is? 550. Okay, bit of optimism there, but we'll work with that. 550. There's the figure to beat. 550, who goes next? Someone's going to say 6 for me nice and easily. First chance with these good people here. Second call at 550. Have they got a bid in competition? Third chance there. Is there 6 or better? I'm just going to bump that up on that vendor bid at 6. We can work with you above that too. At 6, you might say 650, but don't let me get in your way of going any further than that. Just at 600,000. 620. 620, okay. Work with that. Yep, good as gold at 620. Is there competition, or is it just you that we're talking to? At 620,000, I offer you the same courtesy. Once at 620. Second call, third chance at 620. Any response? I'm not going to vendor bid against you anymore. You don't deserve that. At 620, if you're going to bid, you better do it quickly. Otherwise, I'll invite you for the discussion outside. First chance, second, any better than 620, third. No, just you and I. So let's bring the team out and we'll see if we can get a new owner on the title. Come and have a look-see. We'll pause that.
What does perfect even mean? Is there even such a thing? Ooh, can we switch up all the rules and imagine a utopia? Darling, I'm just so fed up with these expectations. They keep weighing me
Folks, we're at Condelav 169 working with our highest bidders who have made an increase on that bid but to 690,000, but no, it's not going to buy the home. So I now offer the property back to the floor and see if someone will pick up the baton and carry on the bidding from here. There's plenty of value above that figure, I'm sure you'll appreciate. 690,000 for this lovely modernised character home. 3-bedder on that 620 squares. First chance at 690 twice. Third, Stevie Golds, you've got a bit of work to do. You've got to go and corral those other people who are waiting to see what's happened today. So back to Stevie Golding. He's easy to get hold of. Your budget needs to be above that figure, obviously, but I'm sure that will be easy for you. So Taylor and Kate will just carry on, and Stevie will be getting the job done soon after that. So good as gold, past him. We'll move on to our next. I get to work with Jay Day next, I think. Where is the man? There he goes. Coming from his Selwyn office out at Rolleston. That brand new office you've got, Jay Day. Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Pretty smart, isn't it? On Tennyson Street there. Brand new premises that the guys have moved into. However, we are in Maidaho, in that St Albans end, at Thornton Street, number 34. A home with plenty, that's for sure. It's got lots and lots on offer, and so many aspects to it. Might take a while to go through them, but no, we'll make that short and sweet. Thanks very much, Jules, for the opportunity, and well done on all the work you've done on improving and enhancing the property as well. Was that a 3-car garage I saw there? Yes, I think it might be, isn't it? So we are at 34 Thornton Street. It is a freehold estate, good section, nice land, 726 squares. It's part lot 23 and 24, deposited plan 272. So goes on the title, volume 354, folio 700. In our Canterbury Land Registry. The settlement date is the 26th of June, which just gives you that extra little bit of time, about 5 weeks before you take up and move on in. So let's take a look and see what's on offer here. You've seen a quaint character but modernised bungalow at the front of the property, and yes, that's correct, behind the nice fence, good front lawn. But inside we go, and our owner's actually done some lovely work in here, making it open plan. That's always a good idea. Renovating the kitchen, sorting out the outdoor area out the back here, and with the deck and garden, so private. Great spot for the barbecue season, I think. 3-car garaging, obviously, we'll touch on that in a minute, but just taking your attention back into the home, 3 bedrooms and a lovely dual living situation, or is it 4 bedrooms and the 1 living? I think the living at the rear is ample for the 4-bedroom home. Bathroom's been enhanced also. So those in an investment situation must be considering that as an alternative. The family unit at the rear of the home, well, that's perfect for purpose as well. It's got a really good feeling. It's quite private from the remainder of the home, and nice sunny little quiet position there. The garaging in the middle with 3 of those, that's an absolute pearl. I know some of you will be here to bid on that basis alone. It's a quiet little street. You're very close to amenities on both sides. St Albans School's really, really handy, Westminster Park, etc. So good little spot. Jay Day, anything you would like to add to that?
Yeah, only the fact I'd like to acknowledge my vendor, Jules. It's been my privilege and pleasure to bring this property to market, and I want to thank you for entrusting Harcourts for Seasons and myself, Jay Day, to give you folk, the buyer out there, the opportunity to buy now today. It's a great property, so get into it. Buy it today.
That's good advice. It's good advice. I hope we have someone who's going to take that up. That's good. No, it is a cracking little property. Offers plenty. Have we got an opening bid? Had some sprightly opening bidding today. Who's joining that queue? So Sarah Smile says you might be the person. Oh, that's Jay Day's manager, Tatey. There we go. Look, we thought 550 will be a reasonable place to start. Very much a triple offering here, with the triple garage being one of those. Vendor bid at 550. Happy to accept your bids on top of that. It's my one and only vendor bid, so you need to be quick. Is there 70 say, or straight to 6? At 550 once, twice, and final. No, they're not bidding for me. Jay Day, we'll pass in at 620. So that's the final vendor bid rate, is 620,000. You're going to be opening over the weekend?
Yes.
Excellent. So both days?
Likely.
Likely Saturday and Sunday. Definitely Sunday. So 34 Thornton Street, Maidaho. We'll carry on working. And Julian, thanks for the chance. Good stuff, J Day. We're passing in at 620. Value is above that figure, and we'll just keep going. Right, T Noy, is he back? Yes, he is. Michael, good to see you too. Here we are in Wigram, this very central place. It's a nice modern home, 3-bed, 2-bath, double internal access garage, very, very close to the landing and with outstanding street appeal. Take a look, folks. Contemporary in the decor, isn't it? And lots and lots of windows bathed in sunshine at 38 Keene Street. I hope you're keen to get hold of it. Freehold estate, 337 squares is the size of the parcel. Legals, chattels, all as read, 1st of June 2024. I think it's perfect for purpose, this one. Nice and modern, a few years old. Lovely, great street appeal. In the private lane, which is on Keene Street here, which I think's for those that like the quiet life, you'll be impressed with that. Stunning looking home, inside and out. It's been well looked after. It's lightly lived in and filled with natural light. Love the large open plan nature of it. Gets you can configure that space just exactly how it needs to work for you. Kitchen's fun and accessible. Modern appointments. As I say, the internal access garage double is unique on the street, so you're the only one that enjoys that. Master ensuite, walk-in robe, of course, access to the outdoors. That sun just runs right along the north side of it. You're close to the landing, as I say. The childcare centre, school's not too far away, and of course the good home, Joe's Garage, and the New World are all just good parts of that there. Who's keen at Keene? Number 38. Have we got an opening bidder to say they want to be the owner? What are we thinking? I was going to suggest a late 6 to get involved. 680 would be a figure you'd bid, just to get underway and start. I've seen some recent sales in the area. I think it's a pretty conservative place to start if you wanted to do that. Have a quiet room. Let's get involved. Let's get amongst. You guys going to have a go? You'd be there at 680, wouldn't you? Got the DD all done, all sorted out. Nice and easy. If you're the only one, we just end up having a chat anyway. First little peep at what the owners are after. 680, bidding yes or no? Not today. Anyone else? Thought we had a starter lined up. Ma'am, you're going to have a little go? At 680 perhaps? Or something stronger? It's got all the fundamentals that people are looking for today. Nice little bit of outdoor living. Privacy in the lane, very quiet. You know that you have an exclusivity of opportunity being at auction. Knowing that if the property passes in, we have to open it up to everybody. You comfortable with that? Look, 730 would be my final vendor bid. I'll just pass it back to you, T. You can carry on working with that. It means you've got a chance. You've got to have a budget above that. That's okay. Talk to T and see if you can get that offer in. That'll be good. Move on in. Thanks very much, T. And Michael will just carry on working to that third stage. Final vendor bid, 730. Just one chance left. Cheryl Wright. In your favourite Bishopdale, Stackhouse Ave is where we're going. At number 32, you will become just the third owner of this property, which I think from, I would estimate 50s or 60s when it was built. You won't recognise it from then, of course, but that just goes to show there's been a couple of good long tenures. The first one must have been a cracker. But lucky when you had a builder that's lived in it before, the work's been done, so thanks very much, Glenn and Kelly. Sorry we're going to be losing to you, hopefully just for a temporary time to the UK. But all the best on that, and congratulations on the work you've done. Cheryl, of course, this is the area where she does predominantly a lot of business and stands out from our Vision office. You'll be pretty proud, Debbie, of the Client Experience Awards the team continues to drag in, which is very good, just shows that doing a great job for your clients. The home that you bid for and buy at number 32, Stackhouse, is a freehold estate on that 640 square metre section. Legal description unchanged, a couple of bonus chattels in there that I will highlight. The TV and the wall bracket in the lounge is going to stay, as well as the shelving in the studio, so that will be handy. we've got a settlement date set down for the 13th of June. And if you're working to a different date that's been agreed with the owners through Cheryl, then we'll abide by that as well. Plenty of style about this era of home. Love it's a rock solid concrete brick home from that 60s period, but obviously completely enhanced. And the owners have done a lot of that work. Second owners did a fair bit as well. But the double glazing had been done in the bedrooms, but the rest in the living has just been done in the most recent tenure. Taking out that middle internal wall, I think, was genius. With the sunken lounge, it's just opened that whole space up. Kitchen's been modernised. The double doors there, the double doors, I suppose, to open up to the deck. Really, really sunny in the afternoons. Adding the window on the north side just to make sure that sun traces around every day. Morning sun in that bedroom would be a good choice. Maybe you'll choose a different master though. Bathroom's been enhanced. Great outdoor area for those with 2 legs. Those with 4 legs will go pretty well as well. And excellent parking and off-street, as well as the studio for all those storage needs, or maybe it's a work from home situation. Styling in the decor as well as reliable. The Bishopdale Mall's just right round the corner, but it's not a thoroughfare street. It's really, really quiet. And just a good solid home ready to be sold. And your last chance not to go home homeless. Who's got a cracking opening bid for me? It all stacks up on Stackhouse, is what I would say. Where do we see value? Something at, say, 6? Would you start there? Don't let me limit you. How about 6, man? Would you like to be the first on the board? Yours or mine? What's your strategy? Don't tell me it's play possum. 600, welcome in. Good luck to you. Hope we can get you moving on into Stackhouse Ave, number 32. All that work done. It's warm and snug. It's 600,000. Is there a bid to compete? I would suggest say a 25, but you tell me. It's 600,000. First call. Lady showing us how it's done. Second call. Good, reliable family area. Third chance. Been a busy campaign. Just at 6 at this stage. Any advance at all? 625. Welcome in. Good to see you, Mr. Youngman. It's 625. 50 if you like. Carry on the procedures, but it's 625. Lost the initiative. 625. Been taken away from my opening bidder. 625, we'd say 50 would be easy. I would have thought, yes, she does. 50, getting in the swing of it at 650,000. What's the next move, Chris? What would you say? 75? Yes, on the raise of the eyebrow at 675. Nice and easy. Some good real estate transactions been done. You'll be extremely confident at 675, I would have thought. 675. Good property, people. We'd go straight to 7, would we? At 675. See that one in Moray just the other day? Out it went. 675. Don't be afraid. Just straight to 7. Or I can invite you back in, say for a smaller bid, you might say 690, 675. It's great time buyer's market, you see, so everyone should be bidding, everyone should be buying. 675. Any better bid? No, just an early throw-in of the towel. Well, look, I could vendor bid. I'm not going to. You guys are the leading bidder. Come and have the chat. We'll see if we can sell. Come on out. We'll pause the auction there at that figure. Last auction.
Fueled by them to see the just can't let you go. Lord knows that I've tried to. You said I was the only one. No one likes being lied to. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I wanna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I've been stuck on running away, but it's not like I need it. And we may have some history, but we don't have to repeat it. You made this mess and left me with the pieces. Now I'm gonna burn all the bridges between us. I can't focus, I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my head. 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 I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I just need to. I just need to clear my head. I can't focus. I can't forget. I've been thinking too much lately. I just need to clear my. I just need to clear my head. Oh, clear my head. I just need to clear my head. I just need to clear my head.
We reached up here at Stackhouse, definitely not going to own it. We pass it in, and you've got your chance again. You gave up too early. 7:10, passed in, on to the next stage, talk to Cheryl Wright. Concludes the day. Thanks for your attendance, folks. A few properties to carry on working with. Good on you. We'll see you next week. Bye.
I used to be the lost boy so hard to get it. I used to be the one living in the fast lane. Used to be the one who only cried in the rain. I used to work so hard to get it. It's so hard to get it.